After the financial crisis in 2008, regulations were put into place to make sure banks could weather large losses. Under President Trump, some of those were rolled back. And in 2018, you were one of only 17 Democrats who voted for the bill that rolled back some banking rules, including for institutions the size of Silicon Valley Bank. Silicon Valley Bank was under closer watch, closer scrutiny before that bill was signed into law by President Trump. Do you regret that vote?
End of the day, Martha, no matter what the capital had been in this bank, if you don't get banking 101 straight, if you don't manage your interest rate risks, if you've then got to run at $42 billion in a single day, unprecedented. We'll have time to look back on what the regulators did and didn't do and why the bank management didn't get this right. Banking 101, managing interest rate risks, what we've got to focus.
He said banking 101 twice. So he's like, we'll have time to look back at the extent to which deregulation, which I voted for, played a role. But for now,
right,
we got to learn banking 101, and regulation obviously is not part of banking 101.
No, not at all. Right. And banking 101, so important. You got to say it. So nice. You got to say it twice.
Like if you take banking 101, they don't even talk about regulation. Like you don't get to that until you get to the advanced
banking
level.
107.
Yeah, banking 107 at least.
Yeah.
Yes. Regulating banks is at the graduate school level. It's like it's
right.
theoretical. It's theoretical. It's very abstract. Yeah. Doesn't really apply to the basics of banking.
Right. It's like Foucault. It's the economic Foucault. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I wonder what made Mark Warner vote that way. The president of Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, held a fundraiser at his home for, drumroll please, Democratic Senator Mark Warner, before Warner then voted to deregulate Silicon Valley Bank.
And I wonder if it was the same guy who just made out with $3.6 million in stock after he sold it the day before. We'll have to check that.
I believe it was.
But I wonder if that is a factor. I think that's a fair question.
I don't know. It may have been his intense study of banking 101.